Hello to all my booty seekers and cheek chasers. This is the Carpe Natem Podcast, and I am your host, Nate Hoya-Reynoso, and I am so grateful you are listening to this episode. If you are new here, you should know that I believe that my purpose is to uplift, inspire, and educate others to communicate masterfully so that they can better understand themselves and others. I've spent years in the personal development and transformational technology space, and I want to share with you the wisdom that was passed down to me from giants in the industry. So if you're on a journey of self-mastery, just like me, looking to make dreams a reality and willing to be a leader for your family and community, then join me in seizing the butt cheeks of life and giving them a big ol' squeeze. Let's jump into the show. I want to talk about my relationship with personal development and why I want to be in this space. My first introduction to seminars was in 2015. My godbrother and I decided to join a multi-level marketing company where we sold supplements. And if you joined this supplement selling company, they gave you a ticket to something called the Millionaire Mind Experience. It is a 3-day event. You could attend at any location that they were at. They were all across the United States and even doing shows and events in other countries. By signing up to be one of the distributors for this company, you got a ticket to one of these events. One of the CEOs or one of the investors was big into this company and said that everybody who joined should get the opportunity to go and attend this event. And boy, what an event it was. Originally, these events were created by T. Harv Eker, and they were based around his book, The Secrets of the Millionaire Mind. He developed courses and seminars based off of the information that was presented in his book. He also developed these other courses and camps and events that you can attend by joining Quantum Leap. Quantum Leap cost thousands of dollars, and from what I've been told, the price of Quantum Leap has been incredibly volatile, where some of the earliest people that adopted and joined Quantum Leap paid a couple thousand, while later at the peak of his seminar reign, he was charging several $1,000s for joining Quantum Leap. So what is Quantum Leap? Quantum Leap is like a series of seminars that you can attend, and they say that you can attend them in any order. And I believe the time frame that you have to complete them all is 2 years. They had things like Enlightened Warrior Training Camp, where it put you through some incredibly intense physical, emotional, and spiritual situations where you had to face your darkness, really come to terms with traumatic events. It was one of the most life-changing seminars and events that I have attended. That was Enlightened Warrior Training Camp. That was pretty much the reason I joined. When I heard about that, I was like, I need to sign up. I don't care how much it is. I'll make it happen. There was several of other seminars that you could attend. You got a free pass to a lot of things, like the free open seminars. You got free tickets that were like VIP. You got invited to special events that were being held by the company. It really depended, but all of the courses were designed originally by T. Harv Eker, and the goal of these seminars was that if you were to complete all of them, by the end of the 2 years, you would be quantum leaps ahead of where you would have been in life without them. A lot of them were business centered around entrepreneurship, and that's what drove myself and my godbrother to go, because we were both entrepreneurs in this MLM style business. I was in sales. I loved sales. The courses centered on negotiations, communication, how to better understand others, how to better understand yourself. There was also a lot of inner working courses where the goal was to figure out your purpose, to understand your life's mission, for you to come to terms with maybe some of the traumatic issues that you've faced in your life and work to get to a point where they don't affect you as much or they're not preventing you from reaching a next level of success, whatever it may be. All these courses were freaking phenomenal. Well, not all of them. And this is what I want to talk about is I was sold on something when I first attended my Millionaire Mind experience. And I loved the information. What that company did well is it also introduced other companies who are in the personal development and business education field. So they would invite speakers to speak on their stage depending on where they were, and those speakers also offered their share of courses. Sometimes you got their courses included in Quantum Leap. Sometimes you had to pay separate and extra, or the courses that you were given, maybe they're introductory courses, and then at the seminar that you go to, they upsell you into their program, which costs several thousand more dollars. This is something that I started to see in a lot of companies where when I attended their courses, it felt like they were really trying just to give you just enough information and kind of pressure by you into picking up their program. What they're looking for are people who are desperate or maybe are looking for some sort of get-rich-quick scheme. Not to say that they are a get-rich-quick scheme. It's more along the lines of desperate people looking for alternatives to change their life, and given their state, given what they've experienced and what they've been through, they may be more perceptive to being taken advantage of by people who really weren't thinking about their best interest in mind. It wasn't always, but there have been experiences that I've had where I've paid hundreds of dollars, thousands of dollars just to be disappointed with the thing that I was given after paying. And not all seminars are the same. Not all teachers are the same. Some people genuinely don't have good intentions and only are doing something to make money or to profit or to get their name some clout. And it's really hard to understand what someone's motivation is when you don't really know that person and who they really are. You can get to know somebody through conversation. You can get to know somebody by whatever's written about them. But to understand the intentions behind the company, what the philosophy is, even if it's written super pretty as their mission statement, and they want to show love and bring peace, after you join their programs and you see the quality of the content that they're giving you, or when it starts feeling like most of the actions that they take are monetization motivated or very focused on just extracting as much as they can from their customers because they can. There are real companies that do great work. There are teachers who are absolutely amazing. Sam Crowley teaches people how to do podcasts. I've never heard anything bad said about him or his program. I have also heard amazing things about James McNeil. He used to do something called the Guru Builder. I'm not 100% sure what he's doing now, but that man comes from a place of love. He operates from a place of passion. He has been through some shit and has shared his story with the class multiple times about the struggles that he has been through. I think James McNeil is a wonderful teacher, mentor, speaker, and anything that he does, I have full trust that he will deliver something spectacular and you will walk away from your interaction with him feeling better. That man definitely knows what he's doing. There are other people in the space that are doing amazing things. Lisa Nichols, I don't want to just name guys on this podcast. I want to say that Lisa Nichols is also a fantastic author, speaker, mentor. There's Nurka, who wrote a book called Supreme Influence. She used to be one of Tony Robbins' performance coaches, and I think she was one of the top ones. And I've seen her speak. She has a tribe of women. She's empowering all kinds of people, but I believe that she's really leaning into, empowering and helping women. Some local people that you may not know about, some smaller people. There's Chris Burns. He has his men's mastermind. I was a part of that. I thought his courses were awesome. I think he's doing something from a place of love with the intention of providing a space for men, for empowering men, for helping them get through their adversaries, for creating a community of loving and amazing, nurturing men. And then his wife, I believe her name is Petia, she does the same thing, but for women. And she does women retreats. She does courses and seminars that are designed to help women. And I believe sometimes they combine their retreats together. They are doing something that is absolutely amazing. Anybody I just mentioned right now, I recommend you look them up. And if what they say resonates with you, join their communities, buy their lessons. I don't care if you buy from me. I don't care if you sign up for mentorship with me. I don't care if you sign up with coaching with me. Okay. I would love if you did. And I extend that offer to you, but don't feel forced or compelled to do anything that you don't want to do. There is so much out there for you. And I just want to bring that knowledge to the forefront. I want to show people that there is an ability to escape the matrix, to do something amazing for yourself and for your family, and that you can improve, that there are resources out there for you to take advantage of that you have never heard of or would have never thought of without my help. Everything I tell you in this podcast, none of it is new. None of it is some brilliant once in a lifetime idea that I thought of by myself. None of it. Okay. All of the things that I am passing down to you is what has been passed down to me. And that could have been through these seminars, through these masterminds, through these events, the people that I have met and gotten to shake hands with and to hear speak and share their story, the books that I have gotten to read. Some things are available to you. Some things are not available to you. Okay. I've spent thousands and thousands of dollars to better myself so that I can help you better yourself at a fraction of that cost. You don't have to spend the thousands of dollars to go through the seminar space if you don't have that money. Don't put yourself in a hole for the sake of self-improving. Sidebar story. When I went to go and help at the National Achievers Conference, where there was a bunch of speakers speaking, it was Lisa Nichols. It was, I don't know his name. His name is Nick Volsolchik. Sorry if I butchered that. He is a man who goes speaking. He's missing all his limbs. He's just a torso and a head. And he speaks about many, many things. He's very positive. He's very loving. He's very inspirational because he has a wife and kids and he goes surfing. Like, he does not let his circumstances prevent him from living his best life, and he's crushing it. So at that seminar where Tony Robbins was headlining, right? I got to stand on the same stage as Tony freaking Robbins in a packed theater that was going absolutely insane. So we went to go see Tony Robbins. I was helping as part of the crew and the assistants to the trainers for the National Achiever Conference. Afterwards, my friend hits me up and says, "Hey, what are you doing?" And I'm like, "I'm just finishing up here." She's like, "Meet me at this hotel room. Lisa Nichols is hosting like this event in her fucking hotel room." And I'm like, "What?" So I show up. Room is packed, right? It's a big, huge suite. And I swear to God, it's wall to wall covered in bodies, right? And everyone is just surrounding Lisa, and she is speaking to people. She's commanding the room. She's speed coaching people, asking questions, answering with these thoughtful, amazing remarks. She's so insightful. She's so brilliant. And this is such an intimate moment because, one, this is free. There was no entry to pay. This was something I got to experience just by chance. Shout out to Jessica from Stock Options Lifestyle. that podcast interview. She was the one that told me she was in the room with Lisa and invited me to this little cool meet and greet. I don't even know if I want to call it a meet and greet, because she basically just, like Jesus on the rock, just gave a sermon to a group of people who were willing to listen. And the reason I bring this up is because there was one guy who stood up and said he had PTSD from fighting in the war. He had fought overseas. He was having trouble holding down work. He had destroyed several relationships, and he had spent the last of his money to pay for the platinum ticket to the NAC conference. There were tiers of tickets that you could buy. There's general admission, and then they got more expensive the closer you got to the stage. The platinum ticket got you a picture with Tony Robbins. After Tony Robbins closed off the night, he basically stood around in the back where this ginormous line formed, and everyone got to shake his hand, say hello, take a picture, and move on. That's a meet and greet, right? This guy said that he had spent the last of his money in order to get the platinum ticket, because he believed that if he met Tony Robbins in person, that Tony Robbins would be able to cure this man on the spot, and all his life will be better from meeting him. Did it fucking happen? No. He met Tony Robbins. He didn't get that much time with him. And now this boy's stuck, barely anything in his account, really just lost. This man is a lost soul. I felt terrible for him. But you know what? If I'm being 100% honest, the first thing I thought was, what a fucking dumbass, right? Why would you spend the last of your money to meet Tony Robbins? What did you think? He's not made out of magic. That's not empathetic. I have to look at it from his perspective. Here's a guy who's fallen on some incredible hard times, who served this country, who did whatever he did with the knowledge and resources that were available to him. And he did what he thought would be the best solution for a situation. Yes, that sounds silly. And if you talk it out, it sounds incredibly silly. But this is some of the people that come to these events. They are broken. They are convinced that life will not get any better for them, that they need some sort of savior or someone to pull them up from their situation. And it's not true. All work comes from inside. You need to work on yourself. I can't do your push-ups for you. You have to do your push-ups. This guy had done plenty of push-ups, but he wasn't given either proper guidance or he needed something. I genuinely think he needed therapy. But what ended up happening was he confessed this to a room full of people. And what Lisa did was said, look, I'm going to contact you with one of my direct associates. We are going to make sure that you are taken care of, not financially, but what she said was, I'm going to offer you all of my programs, all of my coaching, everything that I have. I'll give it to you for free. You have to do the work, right? You have to go back home. You have to talk to your sister. You have to look for work. There's a lot of things that you have to do, but I will give you for free all of my courses. You can come to any of my events. You can be part of the coaching program. She did all this for him. Dude had a full-blown panic attack right then and there. It was insane. He started hyperventilating. But I thought to myself, like, this is legit insanity. But that's some of the people that come to the doorstep of personal development. There are people who, like me, who want to know what the fuck is wrong with them. Later to find out that there's nothing wrong with you, right? I'm not saying you're perfect, but to say that something's wrong, there's always something that can be improved, but to say that something's wrong, something legitimately has to be wrong, right? I struggled with addiction for a very long time, and in April, I will be 3 years free of nose candy. So, you can clap in silence for that. But that's an accomplishment that I had to earn myself. And I earned that with time. I have to put in the work. I have to not give into impulsive behaviors. I have to work on all the feelings that cause the need to use substances, be aware of my avoidance behaviors. All this work I've done. Okay, I've done this in therapy. I've done this in personal development. There are seminars out there that really help you with like communicating with yourself, with your mind, addressing your thoughts, really decharging or removing the negative charge from certain memories that you hold so near and dear that help define who you think you are. Right? So there are helpful seminars. I'm not saying they're not out there, but with the amount of people that come in looking for help, you don't know who's going to come in through the door. There are people who take advantage of those people who come through the door. I am one of those people that got taken advantage of because I believed in something so much that I was able to be manipulated in order to profit someone else or in order to sell some sort of product, whatever it was. Look, I'm not going to name drop companies. I'm not going to call anyone out specifically. I don't believe in sharing information like that publicly. If you join our Facebook group, if you message me directly, if you become one of my coaching clients, even if you don't pay me, if you and I just have a conversation and you ask me, hey, this is somebody that I'm looking to get into. Are they trustworthy? If you ask me for my opinion, I will give you my opinion, but to do it publicly like this, unless there's a real danger, I don't believe that it's necessary. I will, however, put on anyone that I believe is a benefit that I know for a fact has helped me tremendously, who I believe is a great trainer. It's a great speaker. Okay. I can name a couple right now. At my very first Millionaire Mind experience, my trainer was Thomas Tadlock. Okay. That man is incredible. One of the genuinely nicest human beings on this planet. Him and his wife are brilliant. They're geniuses. Okay. I love Thomas and his wife. They're awesome. Thomas Tadlock, you get a shout out from me. There's also Mo Hassan, one of my greatest mentors. That man is one of the greatest trainers on this planet. He's one of the greatest speakers I have ever seen speak. A complete master. Okay. There's Brandon Bozarth. He's doing his own transformative work. He's got his own seminars. He's got his own coaching programs. He is a genuine, amazing human being. Everyone that I recommend, I have the same praises for. They're all good people with great intentions, looking to improve you and have the capability to bring benefit to your life. I think the space is absolutely amazing. I feel like I can make the most amount of impact in this space. And because of that, I want to live in this space. I want to make my income in this space, but I do not want to put anyone through what I went through. So in order to do that, I have to be as ethical as possible. I have to do what I know is best for myself, for the client, and I will do what I have to do in order to make everyone as happy as they can be. Can I appeal to everyone? No. But to the tribe that I build, to the people that put confidence in me, the people that give me their income in order to better themselves, I will do whatever I fucking have to do to make sure that I deliver and over-deliver on what I promised. Be mindful that not every company, not every seminar, not every course was designed by the same person. You have to go and taste test different people, different mentors, different gurus. Maybe you're more spiritual. Maybe you like things that are a little bit more data driven. Maybe you like things that are more geared around communication. I personally loved learning about neuro-linguistic programming. And if you would like to know more about getting certified or even taking courses in NLP, I highly recommend Christian and Brigitte Hufele. in Atlanta, Georgia. They run the NLP Center of Atlanta, and they are two dynamite people. Highly recommend them as well. Let me wrap things up here. I welcome everyone to listen to this podcast, to join the Facebook group, to build a community with me. I'm trying to build a tribe of people who want to learn and grow with me. Will there be things that I offer in the future that cost some money to join? Absolutely. But for the majority of my content, I think it's going to be free. That'll be like podcasts, videos, quotes, anything that I make, any content that I put out there on social media, 100% free. I'll even give some tips that I use with coaching clients in videos, in audios. I'll share all the knowledge and wisdom that I have. I don't care. I want the world to improve for the future. I want to do what's best for everyone. So with that intention, I'm going to do whatever is necessary to do right by my clients, by my mastermind participants, by my staff, and I'm going to do what's right by me. I'm holding myself to a higher standard so that way I can overpromise and overdeliver to everyone that I interact with, so that the benefit comes not only for me, but for others and their families, and I can continue and perpetuate a cycle of positive change. I want to live in the space. I want to do amazing things with amazing people. I want you to do amazing things. If I'm not your flavor, perfect. Go find your flavor. I highly encourage you to do so, but be aware that there are people with bad intentions in some of these places. This is not to discourage you, but to bring awareness that you should make these decisions with good thought and with reason. Get to know the person that you are subscribing to. Get to know the person that you are reading. Understand who the person that is delivering the message is. And that will better guide you to find people that not only resonate with you, but that genuinely bring improvement to your life. Never stop looking for ways to improve. Be open to any possibility, even if it means getting burned or losing something monetarily, whatever in the material world that you value, that you think that you can't live without. If it comes at the cost of that, material is material. It always comes back. There's ways of making it. What you can't get back is time. So with that limited time, use it to improve yourself so that the quality of the reality that you live in improves by your hands, by your choosing. Thank you so much for listening to another episode of the Carpe Natem Podcast. If you loved this episode, please consider leaving a positive rating and review on Apple Music or iTunes. It takes 30 seconds for you, but for us, it helps spread positivity to more people during these chaotic times. It helps build a community, and it makes me smile ear to ear, so thank you. Speaking of community, we have a Facebook group, facebook.com/groups/Carpe Natem. Just answer the 3 questions to get some access to some extra motivation and inspiration for your timeline. If you would like to support the podcast, screenshot this episode, share this story, and tag me on Instagram at Carpe Natem 114. That's going to be my handle across all platforms, including TikTok. So if you would like to give me a follow, I would definitely appreciate it. If you haven't already, please rate us and subscribe on Spotify or anywhere you enjoy your podcasts. And lastly, you can find all episodes, linked to resources, and opportunities for coaching and mentoring from me at carpenatem114.com. I cannot thank you enough for spending part of your day with me. You are all rock stars taking the necessary steps to be your best self, willing to do whatever it takes, and ready to grab life by the butt cheeks. So until next time, this is Nate Hoya-Reynoso signing off.